Hey everyone, this is Jaybird, and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today is going to be a PvZ on Metalopolis. In the bottom position we have the red Zerg player, Betsfrox, and in the left-hand position we have T Snowflake as the blue Protoss. Probably just stick to calling him Snowflake this game. Before we get too much into it though, as usual I want to give a big thanks to everyone out there who's subscribing, everyone who's commenting, and just in general supporting me and watching my games. I really appreciate the support, so big thanks to everyone out there. And for those of you who are new to watching, since I'm just really getting into this, I like to focus on games that are kind of random or crazy or funny for one reason or another. So if you have any replays that you think fit that description, or if a replay, it could be a game you played, something you saw somewhere else on the internet that I can get to, please let me know. jaybirdStarcraft@gmail.com. Just send me a replay or let me know where I can find a crazy game to cast, because I really want to focus on these unique games. So furthermore, I guess getting right back into the game here, we have the red Zerg player doing the dreaded counterclockwise scouting, and the blue Protoss doing the clockwise scouting, just as dreaded in these positions. But luckily for the Zerg player, they do have those nice little overlords. So he is going to pop right over here and see where the blue player is. First gateway coming down as well. The blue probe continuing to scout about. Go Snowflake, go. Looks like the red probe is just going to hide up here behind these nice little cloudy gas smoky things. And the other overlord just heading down there. One more thing before we get to it, big into the game. Let me know specifically how the sound is sounding on this game. I know the last few I've been messing around with the sound settings. I've been having some problems. Sometimes I get drowned out, a little too quiet, or the game sounds, so I've turned them way down. At least I've tried to, to the best of my knowledge. And hopefully this sounds alright. So let me know if everything is sounding good. Ooh, and we have a probe on his own, hiding in the smoke there, but the red player did see that. Gonna come in, do a little attacking. Yeah, jab him. Ugh. Take him down. And the little probe begins to run. Spawning pool is just completing as well. Not sure if we're going to see an expansion yet, but we do have just more drones on the way in Overlord. A couple more gateways coming down. And already that Cybernetics core. Pretty basic opening here for blue. Except for this probe just sitting around idling. I'd imagine they want to get a stalker out here quickly to take care of this Overlord. There goes another pylon coming down. But they are chrono boosting wisely the warp gate technology. This probe still just hanging out, scouting around. Finally getting chased out of that base there. We do have the Zerglings underway for the first time of the game, and one queen as well. Take a quick look at the income, about even. Red is a little ahead on the drone count, but otherwise, you know, no probes and gas. It seems to be one of the pet peeves of mine here. Get the drones. Get them drones and gas. They're just sitting there. But otherwise we got Zergling speed coming down as well. Those Zerglings are out. Looks like we got 6 on the ramp there. Another probe coming down. I wonder if he's going to come back in for some more scouting. A Zelnaga tower perhaps. Just hanging out. Fine. He's throwing down pylon. He does not see that overload right there. Very nice placement. Keeping it on the high ground. Can see that proxy. Does not look like it's going to last very long either. Gonna try to throw down another one to block that expansion potentially. So we got one Zergling, I believe. Yeah, one little guy hunting down that pylon. These guys have already taken care of that one. This drone's, this is interesting. I'm not really sure what's going on up right here. Maybe he just forgot about him, maybe not. Ooh, but long enough to get those zealots warped in. So that's very interesting. Take a quick look at the unit count here. It is now 3 zealots to that 1 queen. We do have the roach warren up, but looking at the production tab, those roaches are underway, so that is going to be good if he can get them up. And they are just about to pop out as well. So this should be enough to hold off these zealots, and they come out just in time. Let's see how this goes here. Warping in on the high ground, very nice use of that pylon as well to warp into the base. 5 zealots coming in against 5 roaches. Falling back a little bit here. This queen should come in and reinforce. There she goes. And this should be enough to take care of this. One falls. And that queen is starting to get really low on damage. This might take out that queen. Oh, no. This zealot just goes and guys tries to go for the road. Just 4 more coming in. Looks like we've got 10 Zerglings on the way as well. That pylon is down here, underway. Still not too much damage. The roaches have, 3 of the roaches have fallen, 3 zealots now. They do take out the queen. Very huge. The Zergling speed is finished as well, and they are just going to go straight for a counterattack. Just going to go right up against that, past that pylon, and the zealots here are now just going to go for the base, going for that roach warren. Other zealots going that way, so it looks like we might have some sort of a base race. These Zerglings are already here, going straight for the drone line, very quickly warping in those zealots. Nothing but zealots yet for the Protoss player. Oh, and this does not look good, trying to attack with those probes. Similarly, we have some Zerglings trying to hold off these zealots down at the base, but more units keep flooding in. A couple of drones came in, accidentally I would imagine, and they're just going to try to take them down. Back at the red base, just completely slaughtering those drones there. Oh my gosh, he only has the ones left in the geyser. Going right for the... and there it goes. But luckily the drone up here has thrown down that hatchery up at the top base. So that I would imagine that is not scouted at all. If we take a quick look here at the blue player's vision, it is not as assumed. Now the roaches are just going to peck away here. Now the zealots just going to... not sure what to do now. No GG, so they're just going to continue flying around here. One little guy. A couple drones about to pop out as well. And we do even have, hatchery still going down. One little zealot just going to try to hack away here. Drone's going to try to take him down. And so it looks like I think the blue player is going to try to come back in and just take down these roaches and start up his base again, as he too did lose all of his drones. Taking a quick look at the unit count. There's 1 probe to 1 drone currently. I'm not even sure where that probe is. Let's see if I can find him. He's still hanging out here by that pylon that would block any potential expansion. Well, no, it would not, but it does help for reinforcements at that point. So he should be able to wrap up these roaches, but he is not at all aware of this expansion, and this could get pretty interesting here if he doesn't scout this out quickly. He seems to be spending a lot of his time just trying to kill out those final roaches. Finally another probe comes in as well. But luckily, playing a little bit of my favorite game, Ring Around the Rosie, these guys are just, yeah, they are rallied all over the place here very nicely. Probably, you know, they're going to slowly just kind of, you know, distract those zealots for quite a long time when they very well could be taking out these buildings. Luckily, they will slowly die not being on that creep. But while that's underway, we just have more drones coming out up here. Take a quick look at not the income, but the current resources. It is only very, very low resources here, starting from scratch for pretty much both players since they lost all of their drones. But red player, surprisingly, is already up to 7 harvesters and quadrupling the amount of income. And if I was blue, and not scouting, I would probably think that I'm just waiting for some sort of GG, or this guy's like a jerk because he's got nothing and just trying to hold out. But he does not. He luckily did have that drone. I'm not sure if that was the plan, if he just expected to get crushed and then have his secret hatchery ready, but alas, it is there. And the 5 zealots on the board don't have much else to do. Take out this road warren here. And now we'll see what he does. I believe that is the last building. There's one more drone. We got the little guys trying to take down these zealots. But not really, again, taking a quick look at the income. Red is again starting to pick up speed here. Basically starting all over, throwing down that spawning pool. But he is ahead of the income and should be able to catch up potentially, unless he really needs to be chrono boosting. He still has 100 energy, and when you lose all your probes, you need to take out... There you go. There's the first one going down there. I think he heard me. So the zealots are going to begin their scouting, and again, the dreaded counterclockwise scout. I just think it's always... you know, when you're on a 4-player map, you always scout in the wrong direction. That's pretty much a given. So down to 2 spine crawlers, going to throw up some defenses. Is that going to be another one? It is going to be another one. And this zealot, just by way of elimination, should figure out finally that he is here and rebuilding this base. And unfortunately for the blue player, it looks like red is sort of ahead here. The income is starting to even out just a little bit here as they try to take down the Zealot. But sadly, there's no reinforcements yet to take away the Zealot. That Spine Crawler does finish, though. Looks like he's just out of range. Ooh! And he unburrowed. Going to try to get into better position, but until he reburrows, which will be in approximately 10 years, these Zealots are just going to keep going away. But finally, these others come in for still trying to burrow. See how long? Finally, he unburrowed just long enough to lose all of his life, and he does get taken down. These two Zealots are just going to try to maneuver around here and try to poke away at these drones as a auto-disperse, I guess you could call it, to the other minerals. But he is not going to last long, and there he goes. And we do have more Zealots underway. Take a quick look at the unit count again. As I said, the resource units here, the probes and the drones, are finally even out there, 8 and 8. And now it's 4 Zealots. This Protoss player really needs to take advantage of this. And like I said, it just needs to keep pumping out those probes and